Alright, this is Kingcubaproductions presents Keep It Real, feature the best in journalism every Sunday, 12:30 a.m., channel 34. It's December 26, 2015. We've fallen out on the last Saturday of this year, and my New Year's resolution for 2016 is to distance myself from those individual men and women who I no longer have anything in common with, to avoid future conflicts of interest, so that I can continue moving forward with my journalism to achieve the heights of my profession, and to work on some more extraordinary projects within my journalism, and to make 2016 a more productive and more positive and peaceful year than 2015, 2014, and 2013. Those years was very, very stressful and very questionable, and it was just an experience that I didn't expect to happen the way they transpired. But no one has control of the future. But I did learn a great deal of those unfortunate circumstances, and I would do my best not to re-experience them again. I like to say to many of the people here in the East Coast, New York, Bronx, Manhattan, I'm not going to mention any name, or I will have to clarify this. Everybody know I come out of the Foster Projects on 115th Street and Malcolm X Boulevard, where Freddie Myers, who played in Superfly, the Senator Bill Perkins, we come out the same building, Foster Project, Building 20. Mr. William Prescott comes across Building 40. He graduated from Columbia University. Me and Mr. Senator Perkins, we went to John Jay College for law enforcement. We lived in the same building. He lived in 13G, I lived in 2G, and Building 20 in the Foster houses. Shout out to all the brothers out the Foster Projects. Georgie Sweet, one of the brothers that been living there since the 50s, 60s, and all the other honorable brothers that lived true to the code. Shout out to Lurch and one of the original LA boys. And I like to say from there I moved to Patterson Projects, where Guy Fisher, Tiny Archibald, Iran Barkley, Link from the Mars Squad, just to name a few. But the problem is, and I want to clarify my position, Guy Fisher and I come out of Patterson Projects. And I like to say to you, Guy Fisher, I always respected you, look up to you as a big brother. I was very loyal and dedicated what I experienced in the 80s, all the way till we was apprehended by the authorities. And it's the fact that you in jail behind Nicky Bond, testifying and snitching, and got a lot of people in jail. And I wrote him in '83 and tried to get him not to testify, but he had other intentions. So I was loyal to you. But what disappointed me now is that I wrote you a letter on 2 occasions and told you that James Brown, that come out of Patterson Project with us, that lived in Building 20, disrespected me over on 28th Street in ARC, where Gary Cars was one of the directors, and I told him, man, keep my name out of his mouth. To make a long story short, he forced my hand. You know, I stepped to my business. He went, pressed charges, told the police that I had a firearm and threatened them. I went through the system, they released me, because I have a nephew that's a trans detective and other law enforcement people that I put in there. So my position is correct. So I got the court papers, got on TV because I'm a journalist in the media, and passed the papers throughout the project and gave it to your sister's husband, David Richmond. And I gave him the paper and told him to get word to everybody that what James Brown did. I got facts, and I got to your girl Renee Brown from Harlem came to me and asked me, will I sign the governor's papers for you for your release? I told her I refused to sign the governor papers for your release, God Fisher, because I felt you disrespect me and violated the code of honor when you allow a snitch, James Brown, to come visit you on 2 occasions. Now my point is this: what's the difference between James Brown being a snitch and Nicky Barnes, Sammy the Bull, Alpo Preacher, and all the rest of these nickel and dime nigger rats? Why he's not considered in the same category, and people around the projects participated in a family reunion with a fucking known rat, James Brown, with the court papers of his testimony against me, like Nicky testified against you. But y'all don't recognize him snitching on me, but everybody gonna side with y'all against Nicky Barnes for snitching on y'all, but it's alright for James Brown to snitch on me. So that's why I'm going public. Say I have nothing to say to you. As long as God allowed me to live on this earth, I have nothing to say to you. Nobody around Patterson Projects, Marhaven Project, Mitchell Projects, and Melrose Projects. As far as I'm concerned, y'all ain't no better than them motherfuckers that tell. So I just thought I'd say that. So I don't want to do nothing to nobody. I don't want nobody tripping. As long as a motherfucker don't come in my face trying to do nothing, we ain't got no fucking problem with my MS-13s and all the people that's riding with me. So the best thing, like the most honorable Elijah Muhammad taught, when black people can't get along, such as nigga stuff like this, side with a traitor against an honorable brother true to the code, then it's time for me to separate from y'all. So I thought I'd put that out there. This is Kingcubaproductions presents Keep It Real, featuring the best in journalism. I'll be back on the next segment.